The scary sequel.
Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome to Luigi's Mansion as part of Summertime Radness 2. Wait for it. The scary sequel. Here we are in what is kind of an interesting video, I guess, for more than one reason. First of all, it's interesting because it's Luigi's Mansion, really, for me, the quintessential spooky Nintendo game. You know, if you thought of, okay, what's a Nintendo game that's kind of like spooky or creepy, then you have to think of Luigi's Mansion because it's just such an unorthodox sort of concept. It's like, yeah, we'll have a Mario game, but it's going to be Luigi, and it's going to be like a creepy haunted mansion game that kind of even plays on all of the old, even plays on all of the kind of old tropes and stereotypes of horror games and things like that. And second of all, you're going to have a what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, it's a spooky Nintendo game. That's all I wanted to say. You have like a spooky game that's a Mario game, and then you have it be like an absolute kind of like a horror, creepy play on Resident Evil almost, between like the mansion and everything like that. So it's interesting because it's a spooky Nintendo game, which is exactly what the point of Summertime Radness, the scary sequel, is. But that's not the only reason I'm playing it. So you might notice, well no, you mightn't notice, but I am recording this on the 10th of August, okay? So yesterday, the 9th of August, would have been my 8-year LP-versary. And what video did I upload at 5:01 p.m? What a strange time, but 5:01 p.m. On the 9th of August 2010, Luigi's Mansion. So yeah, here I am. I'm on the first day, the first morning of my 9th year of LPing. It's kind of a strange feeling, and I get to do a Summertime Radness video as part of a community project, showing a spooky game, and it just happens to be the first game that I ever LP'd, so I don't know, interesting times. And it's fun because I don't think I've played this game even since I re-LP'd this. Jeez. Don't, where's Simon Belmont when you need him? Jeez. Well, we don't have Simon Belmont, but we do have Professor E. Gadd. This is literally like the third time I've shown this cutscene on this channel, I swear. Well, no, is it? Because do you see this cutscene in the Hidden Mansion? I can't remember. Yeah, maybe we do need Simon Belmont, or maybe even Richter Belmont. Yeah, you do. Too old for this ghost-catching tomfoolery. Speaking of which, was that not the most badass Smash Brothers announcement ever? I have been waiting for Simon Belmont for years and years and years. The first thing I said when they revealed that Snake was going to be in Smash Brothers Brawl was, the only legitimate Nintendo Konami representative would be Simon Belmont. Yeah, get out of there, guys, because Simon Belmont isn't here, or Richter Belmont isn't here. So I am so happy that not only Simon, but also Richter is going to be in Smash Brothers. Yeah, our paths were destined to cross. Well met, Luigi, a third time on this channel, even though I have actually recorded this part of the game probably about 6, 7, or 8 times. Because I think I've told this story before, but my first... Obviously, when you're first LPing, you're kind of getting used to the hardware and things like that, and kind of getting used to how everything works, and recording and editing and things like that. And as a result of that, I recorded the first part of my Luigi's Mansion LP about 5 times before it actually worked, and before I didn't have like all the strange all the strange like dropped frames and things like that. Hello Dazzle, that was the days of Dazzle and Pinnacle back in my day in 2010. So it was so then when people, I remember one time Amanda and Hedonia and like the crew and we were like talking, and Amanda was like, yeah, I was really surprised how like experienced you seemed the first time, and even in the first video. And I was like, yeah, well, I did record that video about like 5 times, like, so I got to practice, which isn't usually the case. Usually I kind of like play things by ear when it comes to my videos. So that was probably the most funny enough, the first video I did was probably the most practice, and after that was all just unrehearsed garbage. So living here, so he was living in this little hut, or was he like living in, oh no, the mansion appeared just a few days ago. The spirits have fooled you. So what, it just like appeared overnight? But was he just living in this little outhouse just in the middle of nowhere? So there was nothing there except this little hut. Luigi's just not paying any attention. He's just looking around, like he's just. He never returned. Was he a dream too? What? That guy was your brother? That's horrible. You wouldn't stand a chance against old ghosts without my help. You have to go after him. Teach how to deal with ghosts so you can rescue your brother. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Okay. Yeah, no, we don't need the Resident Evil controls, thank you. We'll go for standard. Let's see if I can get like a perfect a perfect kill on all of these things. Suck up all kinds of things. Yeah, this was another thing. I thought it was like so cool how this game again makes perfect use of the GameCube controller, and how important the C-stick is in GameCube games in general. And yes, the GameCube does have the best controller of all time. Without, beyond a shadow of doubt. I'm not even like saying that's like facetiously. Like, the GameCube controller is still, in my opinion, the best controller any game system has ever had. It's the only way to foil them. It's the only thing they fear. Yeah, darkness is their cheese. I love this music as well. It's almost like the Splatoon music now that you think about it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was thinking like about like, remember there was like one video where I was like talking about like inverted controls. I think it must have been Wind Waker or something, that I was talking about how when controls aren't inverted, I find them really, really difficult. And I'm thinking now maybe this is the game that did it, because like the GameCube days were pretty formative when it comes to my video game history or whatever. And this game is all about using the C-stick, and all about the C-stick being... I just want to corral these guys over so I can try and get them. And this game is all about using the C-stick, and the C-stick is inverted, so that's why I'm wondering... and as well, when you think about games like Mario Sunshine and Wind Waker, the other two games in the holy trinity of GameCube games that I'm good at, they have like a free camera, and the free camera in that is inverted as well, so that's probably where it came from. Here they come. Okay, let's see if I can get like all of these guys. I need to like corral them all up in... Did I get them? I think I got a perfect cast. That's what I got. Oh, Maxi boy! That'll do. You're not going to be goofy all of a sudden. 10 ghosts, positively delightfully devilish, Seymour. I'd say you're ready to look for your brother now. While you sit there in your tuckas back in your shack. Oh, in the gallery. Quite proud of it. Yeah, I'll go to the gallery. I mean, we are trying to showcase the game here, and all I am doing is talking about myself. I remember I used to try and get these angels to move their wings in sync, but no, I don't think I've ever managed it. This always struck me as weird. Like, what is this strange hump? Do you know what this looks like though? It almost looks like this is like a tomb or a crypt or something. Like the way it's designed or whatever. It looks like it's almost like the family crypt. And then you come in here and this is where like they're supposed to be. This is where you'd have like a tomb with like the coffin and stuff like that. You have like another couple of angel statues here. It'd be kind of cool maybe if I went into like one of my other files. Maybe I could go into, can you even quit this? Yeah, you can. If I went into like one of my other files to look at the paintings again, that might be nice. Seeing as, will I? Yeah, I might at the end. What I'll do first is I'll like go back to the lab. What I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna go to the mansion because I want to show that like that first room, because that first room is so cool. I never really ever showed this cutscene either. I always used to skip it. Where you see like Egad bidding Luigi a farewell, like he's never coming back, but all the while with that goofy smile on his face. Oh, poor Toad. We're just gonna leave him there for a while. Toad can just sit there crying his little eyes out. Because I want to like show off this room, because I love this room, like where... And this is like the first room you get to kind of really explore like things like this, like pulling the tablecloths off tables, and I almost feel like it's designed just to make you like experiment with the vacuum cleaner, because the only way you can get the ghosts to appear is by extinguishing these candles, and the only way you can do it is by aiming up with the vacuum. So it's a great example of like making you do learning by doing. They love the dark and they will get you, blue hair. Now you're in for it, blue goo. That looks like Nana in that painting, and that's Nigel. I never really took stock of the fact that, well, I suppose that's Uncle Grimly or something, even though he doesn't have a beard, unless he's shaved or something. Do ghosts shave? I don't think so. But yeah, maybe I should take like a look at the other pictures, because that other one with the beard up there, I have no idea who that could be. Don't you go trying to sock me in the back of the head. Hit me upside the head. But yeah, this whole room, like, it makes you kind of like experiment with the vacuum cleaner, with the like poltergeist, just because like it like forces you to like aim up with it and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know who that like ghost with the beard is. Yeah, I know. But that one over there on the wall, those were definitely like Nana and not Nigel. I always call him Nigel. Neville. We had this conversation in the second time I LP'd this. I guess that's Lydia. I don't know, that's, unless that's Slim Bankshot, though I don't know why Slim Bankshot would have a portrait in here of himself. Can I go ahead and like leave the mansion now? I just wanted to show off that room because it's so cool and it's just such like a... No, I can never leave. But Toad is there. I can talk to Toad. Where did you go, Mario? Luigi? Oh, that's enough to make you happy. I mightn't be Simon Belmont, or even Richter Belmont. Do you know what the biggest trope? I was like saying to my brother when like they when it looked like in the Nintendo Direct when we were watching it, when it looked like it was going to be a Castlevania character, I was like, the biggest troll move ever would be if it was Trevor Belmont and not Simon Belmont. You know, like Great Grandpa Trevor, Drac appears. Yeah, leave it to me, Toad. The princess will flip, like it makes it sound like the princess will beat up Toad. No, I don't need to save, thank you, because this is just the little showcase video file for Summertime Radness. I'm actually gonna go ahead and quit, so I can go back to like one of my other files, like this one. I'll go to the gallery. Yeah, because I wanted to look at like all my pictures here. Because look, that's the mansion I got, a gold one. How bad. There's Neville, because his name's not Nigel. I think I have like a lot of gold frames here. Who don't I have in gold? Bogmire. Bogmire's hard to get in gold though, like he's a toughie. Who's that? Is that Uncle Grimly? Any doofus can get Uncle Grimly with a gold phone, I almost said. But I almost prefer the silver frame Bogmire to the gold frame one. Here's this. I have the silver frame of the final boss, obviously. That was tough in like the hidden mansion. He gave me like he's a toughie. Silver Boolosses and all his pixelated glory. And silver what's his name? Silver Sue P. How did I get what? I have her in silver. She's like one of the easiest ones to get. Jeez. Oh well. Look at how beautiful Lydia is in her gold portrait. I love how they all just have like different styles. Like none of the paintings are even like painted in the same way. Like if we look at like spooky, I mean look at that with all this like negative colors. It's just really, like, as I say, they put like so much thought into giving, and that's what I love about it. And that's one of the things that I kind of, because I've never played Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, to shock all of you guys. Like here's the part where I reveal my hidden secret. I've never played Luigi's Mansion 2, but as far as I know, there aren't kind of these like character portrait ghosts in that game, which I think is a shame, because that's something I love about this game so much, because like they put so much effort into giving them so much character. Like they're just so unique. But yeah, I don't know. I still adore this game. Just to like start closing up here, I still absolutely, undeniably adore this game so much. It has such like an important place, both in my childhood, in that I got it like in that the GameCube was such like an important console in my life, and this was such an important game that I played so much. But also now it's the first game that I ever LP'd on this channel. And here we are in year number 9, if we can even believe it. And imagine, maybe even in 2020 we'll be talking about this game again when it comes up to my 10-year LP-versary. So yeah, here's to Summertime Radness 2. Get your contributions in there. Here's to 8 years of LPing, despite the ups and downs and the breaks and hiatuses and the issues and the loss of motivation and the resurgence of motivation. Here's to all the people that we've and all the love we found along the way. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye now.
The scary sequel.